So I'm Monique Wright. I run Wright Services. I also started the Wright Stationery in December. I'm a freelance personal assistant and I design and create bespoke planners. I kind of got tired of the office life and the 9 to 5, if I'm quite honest. And I've always had the idea in my head that it would be amazing to do what I do, but from home or remotely or from somewhere else where I could work for different people instead of for the same person over and over again. Because I have a short attention span, I do get bored quite quickly. So being able to kind of like stop that and kind of switch it up and be able to work with different people all the time was quite appealing. For me personally, referrals work really well because it'll be through someone that you know. I feel like people go to someone that they can kind of, oh, so-and-so told me about you. Whether it's finding someone online, it's quite distant, isn't it? If someone can personally recommend them, I can think you form a bit of a more connection that way. So that's how I find mine, through referrals. I feel like a lot more people want flexibility in their life to be able to kind of, whether it's for themselves or for their family, they just want that flexibility, and working for themselves offers that. I do have 2 kids, so being able to plan activities through the summer without having to take the summer off is really ideal because you can still earn but also have the flexibility to stop and do things. And for my clients as well, it works really well because they also sometimes have kids or they're going away on holiday, so it all kind of mushes together quite well. You kind of flexibility to chop and change and move things around. So my main tips for people who are getting into the freelance world is to start networking. Networking, I think, is so important because people get to know you, they like you, then they trust you, then they refer you. And for my work, where a lot of my business comes from referrals and networking and meeting people, it's really, really key to kind of get out there. And you just learn things that you never know, kind of sitting at home on your own, trying to figure it all out. You've got lots of people that have been through it, or they've got tips and tricks that they can show you. I don't see myself going back into employed work. The benefits that I get from being self-employed, even with kind of things not being the same kind of complete sturdiness all the time as with employed work, the freedom that I get to have, the flexibility, being able to work with who I want to work with, being able to travel and being able to go to all these different events that I wouldn't normally be able to go to, it just far outweighs the kind of benefits that you would see from being employed, for me anyway. Definitely keep a hold of your receipts. If you can, have a system that works for you. Don't try to overcomplicate it. Definitely have a budget. Have one for personal and have one for business. It's very helpful to have separate accounts if you can do. It doesn't need to be anything fancy or kind of over the top, just 2 separate places where your personal things happen and where your business income happens.